Hi, welcome to Mixed Journey. Today, we're talking about how Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 wasted Adam Warlock. The legendary comics character was drastically underutilized in his debut in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Will Adam play a more significant part in the future? Now that we've seen James Gunn's beloved band of ragtag misfits in the third and final MCU film, we know that the team roster of the great Guardians of the Galaxy has changed significantly, with the original team members splitting up like the classic rock bands they so loved. The deep-cut Marvel Comics character Adam Warlock, the golden-skinned superhuman and one of the universe's strongest beings, joins the legendary group. However, Will Poulter's Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was not used to his full potential. Rather than being an awesome superhero or supervillain, he is more of a dim-witted hitman to act as comedy relief with little significance in the film, making his introduction to the MCU rather underwhelming and forgettable. While less well-known than the Incredible Hulk or the Amazing Spider-Man, Adam is an essential character in vintage Marvel stories, particularly the classic Guardians of the Galaxy stories. In the original comics, Warlock was a man-god, a galactic hero who, like the Vision, held the Soul Stone in his forehead, a messianic figure who defeated the mad titan Thanos himself, playing the role of both hero and villain with a long history in the Marvel Universe. In Volume 3, however, Adam is neither the primary villain, that position goes to Chakotay Wookiee's High Evolutionary, nor is he the henchman of the main villain, that job belongs to Elizabeth Debicki's High Priestess, but the hitman of the main villain's henchman. Adam could be substituted by anyone else in Volume 3, and the film would still be the same. Adam Warlock was squandered in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but now that we know why, let's explore his potential in the MCU's future. Adam's comic book character. In the comics, Adam Warlock was the longtime keeper of the Soul Stone. A cosmic entity genetically manufactured by human scientists to be humanity's next evolution, initially calling himself him, escapes into space and collides with the High Evolutionary. The High Evolutionary hires him to protect the artificial planet of Counter-Earth, bestowing upon him the Soul Stone, one of the powerful Infinity Stones, then known as Infinity Gems or Jewels, that permits him to capture the souls of others, and renames him Warlock. On Counter-Earth, his pals call him Adam. Magnus, a future version of himself driven insane by the Soul Stone, was Adam's adversary. Warlock joins Pip the Troll, Gamora, and Thanos to fight Magnus, but Thanos later betrays them, acquiring control of all the other Infinity Stones. Warlock joins forces with the Avengers, as seen in Avengers Endgame. However, Captain Marvel took over the role of cosmic superbeing instead, eventually slaying Thanos. That's the truncated version, leaving out the complicated backstory in which Adam journeyed into the future to steal his soul to prevent Magnus from ever existing. However, Warlock's younger self appears, steals the soul of the adult Warlock, fights a reborn Thanos, and obtains all of the Infinity Stones. Then his soul is split into evil male and suitable female forms before swallowing them into his Soul Stone. He battles some Thanos clones, joins the Guardians of the Galaxy before becoming Magnus, slain by Captain Marvel, and revived as a newborn in a cocoon. Then he performs more crazy things, dies, resurrects, more crazy things, dies, resurrects, and so on. There's so much comic material out there that Marvel merely had to search around to find something for Adam to do, and the MCU has proven that it's quite adept at utilizing one hero's feature to set up another. So should Adam have been set up by Volume 3? Adam was wasted in Game of Thrones Volume 3. Adam's story is so intricate, significant, and bizarre that it wouldn't have seemed out of place in a Guardians of the Galaxy film. Adapting his tale totally would have made Volume 3 more of an Adam Warlock movie than a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, though it was still a terrific movie, but it should have done more for the character than merely making him a henchman's hitman. Adam is a celestial creature, super powerful, but frequently seen lazing around on asteroids debating the morality of stealing people's souls. And, considering the MCU's, at times frustrating, irreverence towards everything for the sake of humor, for which the Guardians are most famous, Adam could have acted as a much-needed contrast, similar to Steve Rogers' earnestness and Tony Stark's snark. We'd see Adam sit down with Drax and Mantis, attempting to convey the stupefying mystery of the cosmos, but of course, some giggles would break out as Drax fails to understand any metaphor Adam could conjure up. Mantis would join in on the laughter. Instead, Adam is just an indestructible combat machine with a child's intellect since he was brought out of his cocoon a little too soon, with no time to converse and no distinguishing characteristics, and could quickly be taken out of the picture and substituted with anybody else without affecting the plot. Adam's role in the MCU's future. The MCU is grooming Adam for greatness. We know he'll be a significant character when we see him in his cocoon in Volume 2, feeling the seriousness surrounding his capsule. And, after witnessing the murder of his mother, the High Priestess, in Volume 3, we know that character growth for Adam Warlock is not far away. Kang the Conqueror is the MCU's main antagonist, and he has a brief history with Adam in the comics, when they formed an uneasy alliance to defeat Magnus, implying that the two may work together in a destructive relationship in the MCU. Instead of Thanos, Warlock may still have his big comic moments with Kang. The epic rivalry between Adam Warlock and Kang will be similar to that of Captain Marvel and Thanos. Adam is a classic Gamora love interest, and after seeing her practically leave Star-Lord in Volume 3, we might see some changes. There is no limit to Adam Warlock's potential in the MCU, both as a hero and a villain, and while he may have been squandered in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, he may have more important things in store for him sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching.